beauty of Poland in winter is not to be missed. Winter sports like skiing are mostly centered on the mountain ranges in the southern part of Poland. But there's plenty of ice skating too. All the major cities have ice skating rinks, and the usual chilly winter means that ice skating on lakes, or even sometimes rivers and streams, is possible. Winter in Poland also means long walks in the forest, followed by warm fires and cozy atmospheres indoors, with a special beverage of your choice. It's a good time to spend with your friends. Wintertime in Poland is also good for tourism because there are a lot less people around. Hotel accommodation is easier to be had, and prices are generally lower. So join us for this special edition of Poland Daily Travel in the studio, where we're talking about things to do in Poland in the winter, with my guest, Nicholas Richardson. No relation, as usual. Poland Daily Travel, we're here for you. Find us on Facebook at Poland Daily Travel or Poland Daily Live. That's Poland Daily Live on YouTube. And if you're not too busy, please subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. I'm Will Richardson, and now on with the show. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Poland Daily Travel. We're doing a special edition in the studio in the There's a Will set, and we're talking about things to do in Poland in the winter with cousin Nicholas Richardson, and I use that term completely lightly.
Because we're not related.
Because we're not related at all. And because people do ask us,
They do.
Are you related? Is Nicholas your father? I say no. It's not. He's not my father.
No,
He's not even, my uncle.
No.
Or any thing like that. And any relation at all.
No relation whatsoever.
Yeah. And because people do think it's nepotism that, you're here because you're related to me.
Yeah.
And I feel some, in this case, filial obligation.
Yes.
Oh, great, Scott.
Glad we've put that one to bed.
Ha, ha, ha. Very funny. Okay.
Good.
I wanted to come back. We get the readers flooding in with their emails about the program. And unfortunately, they don't use their real names. They only use these funny names.
I know it's weird.
Internet.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's strange.
Here's one called Marek Matchy.
Okay. Marek Matchy.
Marek Matchy.
Mark.
And here's another one called Yerowen. Let's see what Yerowen says. It's very slow. I mean, short. Mm-hmm. It's not very slow. I'm very slow.
Well,
White people are very slow.
You're from that's because you're from
white people from the south.
You're from the
slow.
south, yes.
We're slow. He says dress in layers. Yerowen says dress in layers. Use thermal underwear, and you can survive a cold January or February. Days are shorter, and some sites are on a reduced winter schedule, so plan well in advance.
I mean, I think there are very few days in the year I use thermal underwear in Warsaw.
I do.
I mean, it depends on what you do. If you're moving around, fine. If you're standing...
If you're outside a lot.
If you're outside a lot and standing still, then yes.
I mean, it would be good when we're filming outside.
Well, there were a couple of times last winter when we were filming when I felt distinctly...
Your toes sort of disappear, I remember.
Exactly, yeah.
But I remember last year one time going to the forest, to one of the special forests.
And the forester.
With the forester.
And he was getting cold.
He got so cold. He was saying, Will, can we go in now? I said, it's only been 4 hours.
Exactly.
No, what's the matter with you? You're a forester.
You see, this is a problem, isn't it? In
he was a very nice guy, actually.
If you were brought up as I was, whereas all young English schoolboys wore short trousers till the age of 11,
right.
Regardless of the weather, even in the snow. Right. You're made of sterner stuff, you see.
Yeah.
Nothing in you face the rest of your life can ever be as bad as...
Yeah, well, I used to play soccer in the winter.
Yeah, exactly.
And you wore shorts.
Well, you would for sport, but this is for sort of normal...
Just normal everyday life.
Normal everyday life in the winter.
Well, when I was a kid, my mom put me in short pants. So.
It's character building, certainly.
Yeah. Let's see. Here's another one. Please keep in mind you can never predict the weather in Poland. This is from Marek Matchy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I should say, dear Will, love the show. Keep it up if you can, because you're obviously getting long in the tooth. Hey, stop that. Now, he says, please keep in mind, you can never predict the weather in Poland, especially in winter. For example, this January and February, 1 week was plus 5 degrees, whereas next week was minus 20. Well,
there you are.
That must have been
unpredictable.
Must have been talking about last year or the year before. Yeah. Because there was some extreme, there was an extreme range the last couple of years. He agrees with Yarowen. That was the guy who had made that short comment. The days are shorter in winter, you must remember. Good Lord, man is a...
exactly. Well,
he's like an astronomer.
Exactly right.
So when you plan your itinerary, don't forget that the days are short. There's less light in the winter.
A lot less light in the winter.
Yeah. Poland is definitely worth visiting in the winter. It's completely different than in the summer. Have a nice time in Poland during the winter.
Very good.
He wanted to emphasize that it's winter, and the lack of sunlight. Here's the najpiękniejsze 114. That's what it says. That means the most beautiful 114. Translate that. Man, I'm Polish, and every winter I run away to South America. Whoa! Well, I feel sorry for you guys having to be there in the winter. What's wrong with you? Great Scott. He's giving us a hard time, isn't he? That's why we're in the studio there, najpiękniejsze. This guy doesn't sound very modest to me.
No.
Yeah. Lack of sunlight. Days are short. Here's that old days are short thing.
Yeah,
again.
in winter they tend to be, yes.
Yeah. That's going to happen anywhere you are. If it's that would happen in Australia if it was winter.
In the northern hemisphere, yes.
Not in the southern hemisphere?
Well, they have...
In the summer?
It's summer in the southern hemisphere.
In the winter?
Because it's the position of the sun relative to the earth, you see.
But it's still, they would have shorter days because they just have it reversed.
No, they have no, because the sun is closer to the...
Closer to
it's their summer, yeah.
Oh, that's right. They don't...
The sun in between the various tropics.
If you were in the Amazon...
Yeah. I mean, if you're in Africa near the equator, then you don't see this.
Everything's the same.
It gets dark at the same time.
If you're in the tropics.
Yeah.
Australia's not in the tropics.
No, it's south.
A lot further south, yeah. Okay. Sometimes it gets colder than minus 20, not this year. Some parts of the country are paralyzed by snow. Paralyzed, really?
I don't think it's ever been paralyzed.
I've never seen that.
Paralyzed. I mean,
not really.
No, they're quite good with snow here.
I mean, I've seen people paralytic in the snow.
Yes, that's a different...
That's a little different,
That's a different problem. That's not actually caused by the weather.
Again, recommends Zakopane. He says very crowded, but it's still much cheaper than, for instance, in the UK.
Yes, well, the UK is becoming very expensive for lots of things.